Okay, here we are for Germany, turn 6 of our 1942 BBR game. And I had 62 to spend, and I'm going to spend 60 of it and save 2. So here's what I'm going to buy. I'm buying a tank for 6. I'm upgrading my factory in Romania to a major factory for 20. I'm buying 2 transports for 14. I'm buying down the damage on the Germany factory by 5. And then I'm spending 15 for 5 infantry. So that's my purchase. And then as far as attacks go, here's what we're going to be attacking. We're going to be attacking Western Ukraine. We're going to be attacking... Here, let me pause this real quick. I'm going to get some of the right roundels. Okay, so we're attacking Western Ukraine. We're going to be attacking Belarus. We're going to be attacking Baltic states. We're going to be attacking Karelia. And we're doing a strategic bombing raid on Leningrad. So as far as combat movements go, let's see. So this, for the strategic bombing raid, this bomber here in Romania is going 1, 2, 3 into Leningrad. So he'll have 4 left, because he left from an air base. So I'm going to mark him with 4. This other bomber is moving 2 to Leningrad, so he's also going to have 4 left. I'll just put them together. They both have 4 left. No escorts there. Okay, other battles. So let me just maybe start down here. So in Western Ukraine, I've got the tank and the infantry that are going in there. And also this fighter is going 1, 2 into there. He's leaving from an air base. So he has 3 left. Let's mark him with a 3. Let's see, other movements. So these 2 guys are going into Belarus. Let's see, this fighter is also going into Western Ukraine 1, so he's also going to have 3 left. I'll just put him next to the 3 as well. Let's see, what else we got here? This mechanized infantry in Romania, he is going 1 into Eastern Poland, 2 into Baltic states. Joining that battle. This artillery is going into Baltic states. This tactical bomber in Western Germany is going 1, 2, 3 into Baltic states. It's leaving from an air base. So it has 2 left. The strategic bomber is going to become an air transport. Going to take the 2 guys that are in Western Germany, and he's going to go 1, 2, 3 into Baltic states. Paradrop these guys into there. There's 2 also coming in on the ground, so I can bring in 2 by the air. And he has, let's see, 1, 2, 3. He has 4 left because he was leaving from an air base. Okay. And then we've got all of these planes up in Finland. So these 2 tactical bombers are going 1 into Karelia, 2 into Leningrad, 3 into Belarus. he will have one left. And same with this tactical bomber. 1, 2, 3 into Belarus. So he's got one left. And then I have 3 fighters that are up in Finland as well. Let's see. This one is going to go 1 into 115, 2 into Baltic states. So he's got the same 2 as this tactical there, so I'll put him next to him. And then the other 2 fighters there are both coming down to Belarus. So they're going 1, 2, 3. There's more space down here. So they both also just have one left. Let's mark that. Okay. I think that is correct. Okay, all of these 4 ground units are moving into Karelia. They're just going to walk in there. That's just a walk-in. Okay, and I think that may be essentially all of the attacks I've got going. So I think we can start rolling some dice. Might as well start with the strategic bombing raid. I don't have any escorting fighters, and Warpig said his one fighter that he does have there in Leningrad is going to intercept. And so we might as well go ahead and start that. So what we've got then is he has 1 black die for his interceptor. I have 2 black dies, which are 1s, for my 2 bombers there that are going to attempt to bomb the factory. So here's his intercepting fighter. So we got a miss. Now here's my 2 bombers shooting at his intercepting fighter. I also missed. Okay. Then we roll 2 for the factory, trying to shoot down the bombers. Oh my goodness. Well, you just got really lucky, Warpig. You shot down both of my bombers. So, crap, that stinks. So my bombers have been shot down by your anti-aircraft gun. Well, that is no fun for me. It's awesome for you. All right, well, so much for that. I hope the rest of this doesn't go that way. So on to the next one. So let's start down here in Western Ukraine. So what I have is a tank and a man. So that's a 3 and a 1. And then I also have 2 fighters at 3. And I just need to get 1 hit. We have a heavy tank there. Okay, so I got it. And then the heavy tank is going to fire back. You got to miss. All right, I finally get a break. That hurt. Shooting down my bombers. So, okay, so the heavy tank is out, and I lost nothing. Okay, let's move up to what we have in Belarus. So in Belarus, I have 2 at 2, and my tactical bombers are going to target select. So maybe I'll roll those first. So 2 at 3. These are my target selecting tactical bombers. I got 2 hits. Sweet. So these tanks come off, and they do not get to fire back. So I don't even need to roll the rest of that. Okay. Baltic states. Okay, Baltic states. So here I have one tactical bomber that is going to target select one of those heavy tanks. So here's my target select, a miss, okay, and everything else that I have there. So I've got my two paratroopers at one. I've got my guy and my artillery, well, my mech and my artillery. Those are 2 2s, and then I have a 3 for a fighter. So I've got 5 dice, and I need to get 3 hits. I got 1 hit. Okay. So, and I assume what you're going to do is you're going to take the casualty on your infantry there. So the counterattack, what you're going to roll back with is your 2 heavy tanks and your infantry. So that's 2 4s and a 2. You got 1 hit. Okay, so I'm going to lose one of my infantry. So we each lost an infantry there. So we're going to go on to round 2. So target select is done. I have 1 at 1, 2 at 2, and the 3, let's see. I wonder if I rolled an extra die last time. Did I? I'm not sure if I did or not. Anyway, I should have, well, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I'm okay. You guys tell me if I messed up. I'm not quite sure. Anyway, now I have 1 at 1, 2 at 2, and 2 at 3. And I need to get 2 hits. I got my 2 hits. Okay. So then the counterattack, 2 heavy tanks. Nothing. Sweet. Okay, at least I got a break on some of the land battles here to make up for the disaster that happened in Leningrad. Okay, so those are done. Let's see, I think that's it for battles. Now as far as non-combats go, I just need to land some planes. Let's see. So here's what we're going to do. These planes have 3 left. They're going to go land in Romania. Okay. These 2 planes here in Baltic states that have 2 left, they can go 1 into eastern Poland, 2 into Romania. They're also landing in Romania. The bomber, which has 4, is going to go 1, 2, also landing in Romania. Let's see. These other airplanes, so all of these other remaining planes in Belarus, they all have 1 left. They're going to land in eastern Poland. So 2 fighters, 2 tactical bombers, all landing in eastern Poland. Okay. Now for non-combat movements. So let's see what I can do. I'm going to move this 1 infantry here from Romania into Bessarabia. I'm going to move the guy from Bulgaria up into Romania. I'm going to move, let's see, so I could rail 5 guys out of Germany, and I think what I'm going to go ahead and do is rail at least 2 of them. Whoops. 2 of them here into Romania. I'll fix that later. And then maybe what I'll do, I'm going to actually rail a 3rd one down into Romania. And then the other 2, I'll chip this guy out here. The other 2, I'm going to rail into eastern Poland. Okay. And then the one remaining guy, I'm just going to walk him into Western Germany. Let's see, other non-combats. I'm just trying to prepare for what the Americans and the other allies are doing here up in the north as best I can. I'm going to rail this tank from the Normandy factory, 1, 2, 3, up into Denmark. And let me pause this. I'm going to think about this for a second. Okay, I think I'm also going to rail this infantry from Normandy up into Denmark. 1, 2, 3. And then let's see. I think that's, a couple other non-combats. So these submarines, 1, 2, I'm going to move him into 91. He's leaving from a naval base here. You could go 1, 2, 3 into 91. The one in 98, I think I'll just leave him there. I kind of like letting him do that convoy. And then I'm going to go ahead and place units. So, let's see. I think what I'm going to do... the 5 infantry that I'm building, I'm going to build one of them in Normandy, Bordeaux. And I'm going to build the other 4 of them either Berlin or Western Berlin or Western Germany. I'm going to pause it and think about it again. Okay, I think I decided what I'm going to do. I'm going to build 2 of them in Western Germany, and the other 2 I'm going to build in Berlin itself. The factory upgrade is, of course, going into Romania. The tank is getting built in Romania. And the 2 transports I'm building in the Black Sea. And they are going to be protected by my airbase and my scramble out of Romania. And that is basically everything. I'm trying to think if I have anything else I need to do. There's a convoy I should roll for. There's a Soviet sub there, if I remember right. I think subs roll 2 dice. There's 3 at risk. Rolled a 4 and a 6. That's no damage. Nothing lost on the convoy there from the Russian in C-Zone 125. I don't think there's any other convoys I'm subject to. Let me know if I'm wrong, if I'm missing one, but I think that's it. So I've gone ahead and placed my units. I think really all I need to do now is just recap what I've got. So I've got in Gibraltar, I have 2 German infantry and a German tank, along with a whole bunch of Italian stuff. In City of Tobruk, I have an infantry, a mechanized infantry, and 1 tank. In C-Zone 98, I have 1 submarine ready to convoy there. C-Zone 91, I've got 2 other submarines. Normandy Bordeaux, I have an infantry, an artillery, and an anti-aircraft gun. Holland Belgium, I have an infantry, a tank, and an anti-aircraft gun. Western Germany, I have 3 infantry. Denmark, I have 2 infantry and a tank. Berlin, I have 2 infantry. Romania, I have 4 infantry, a tank, 3 fighters, a tactical bomber, a strategic bomber. I also have 2 Italian anti-aircraft guns there. Bessarabia, I've got 1 infantry. Western Ukraine, I've got a tank and an infantry. Eastern Poland, I have 2 infantry, an anti-aircraft gun, 2 fighters, and 2 tactical bombers. Belarus, I have an artillery and an infantry. Baltic states, I have infantry, a mechanized infantry, and an artillery. And then in Karelia, I have 3 infantry and an artillery. And I think that's it. I started, if I have the income tracker right, I believe I'm on 47. I'm going to flip that, so that's +2, +3, +4, +5, all at the expense of Russia. So I think I go up 5. So I was at 47. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 would put me at 52. Russia would go down 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, putting them at 31. And then bonuses, so my base is 52. I think the only 2 I'm getting this turn are these. If Germany controls both Denmark and Norway while Sweden is neither pro-Allied nor Allied controlled, that's worth 5. And then if Argentina and or Chile become Axis or pro-Axis, that happened earlier and it has not changed. So I believe I get 10. So I'm at 52. I'm going to get 10 more. That'll put me at 62. Plus I saved 2. So I have 64 to spend. 64 to spend for turn 7. So that's it. We're coming down to the wire. I think the Axis right now have 8 victory objectives, and we need 12 by the end of round 8. And I don't know if we're going to get there. I think it's going to come down to the wire. We have a chance, but I don't know. It'll be fun to see. So anyway, I think we're on to UK. Thanks, guys.